Yeah. Split up partner IQ, man. I'm Bidak, man. This time, man, we got some GOAT talk, I guess you want to say. This is GOAT talk. We got Adin Ross and how he became a millionaire for Twitch. Let's see. If y'all know who Adin Ross is and y'all just ain't into the streaming world, y'all know nothing about, the newer superstars that's blowing up. But let's get into it. Shout out Adin Ross, man, his old sus ass. Let's go.
When I was 4 or 5 years old, I was playing video games. I would sit in front of my TV, playing video games for hours and hours when I was in the 3rd, 4th, 5th grade. My parents, at times had to take away my console because I was just so attached to it. I would play Call of Duty,
first kill,
Minecraft,
oh my god,
all sorts of games growing up.
Let's go!
I always knew I had an entertaining personality to me, so I always knew that I wanted to endure this. I had a stepmother at the time, and she was pushing, that I would go to college and become a lawyer. And I liked arguing, I liked getting into conversations, I loved talking, right? But I just knew that, I didn't want to do that route. I didn't see myself going to college for years on years and years. I just kind of knew that I was destined to do this. When you have no followers, it's the hardest part. But if you believe in yourself, you truly can see yourself being someone, somebody, you're just gonna get there. The law of attraction, I'm a heavy believer in that. Whether you're religious or not, there's definitely a higher power. You're definitely gonna get signs, you're definitely gonna get realization.
Hey, you heard what he said, man. The hardest part is when you got no followers, you just gotta believe. You gotta believe in yourself, bro. Like, you put that work in, bro. Ain't no way around it, bro. I'm glad. See, even though he be doing a lot of weird shit, he's a smart guy. You know what I'm saying? That's why I respect him. You know what I mean? But yeah, shout out Adin Ross for dropping that knowledge.
No, somebody, you're just gonna get there. The law of attraction, I'm a heavy believer in that. Whether you're religious or not, there's definitely a higher power. You're definitely gonna get signs, you're definitely gonna get realizations, and you gotta study those things and you gotta catch on to them. If you're getting a sign,
facts.
If you're in a toxic relationship, you're getting multiple signs that this person is not the one. Leave that person. So I got multiple signs to be a streamer, and I kept doing the signs. And there would be obstacles, like for example, my Twitch would get banned or I would get denied partnership, but that just means you gotta work harder and work smarter. So that's what I did.
Damn. Hey, one thing about that though, what Adin said, bro, is no cap, bro. It's no fucking cap. Like, you gotta keep at it, bro. And the law of attraction is real. No bullshit. Like, if you say you want it, you work for it, you gonna get it, bro. Just keep putting that work in. Lock in and grind.
Growing up in Three Rivers, it's very, very small. Everyone knows each other. It's one of those types of communities. You just get a family vibe to it because everyone is just always in each other's business and stuff, so. When I was I think I was 12 or 13, I was sleeping over at a family member's house, and a cousin of mine was heavily under drugs, and they got a knife and they stabbed me in my arm. And luckily, I was sleeping like this. They could have got here or somewhere around here, but I was very lucky. But I woke up, pulled it out, went to the hospital. I'm glad I went through something that traumatic at a young age so I could prepare myself for more trauma in the future.
That's crazy.
Damn, bro.
My very first console was a Nintendo 64. It came out around the same, when I was a baby. So I played it, for the first time when I was 4 years old. I played Mortal Kombat in a diaper and just play it all day, all night when I was 4 or 5.
Hey, shout out my Mortal Kombat motherfuckers. That's my favorite game too, man. That's my shit, bro. I kick any of y'all ass in Mortal Kombat.
I realized when I started streaming on Twitch that I could really make this a living. I would say senior year in high school, it was the second half of senior year, right after winter break, Christmas break. And I knew to myself, hey, it's time to stop effing around. If you really want to make a career out of this, you got to do it now. You can't wait till after you graduate because it's more pressure.
You talking that shit, I ain't gonna count. He know what the fuck he be talking about.
You're gonna have to get a job and all these things. So I knew at that point, I was like, okay, it's time to lock in. I didn't go to my high school prom. I missed out on a lot of opportunities with my friends, a lot of field trips. I was actually gonna miss my graduation, believe it or not. So Senior year, you're supposed to enjoy your senior year, but for me, I was just in another type of like mindset. It was crazy, and all my friends were obviously doing the partying and stuff, so I was sitting there 12-hour streams every weekend, back to back, just going crazy and grinding. So when I started making, you know, a couple $1,000s a month as a senior playing video games, you're just like, damn, this is crazy. From that point on, I was like, okay, now I realize how big this can be.
Facts.
I'm actually not much of a competitor when it comes to, you know, gaming. I'm more of an entertainer. You know, to me, that's more important because you can establish a bigger community because, you know, you're connecting with them on a family basis. When you're really just kind of attracting a viewership for competitiveness, when that game dies out, for example, Fortnite has dips, what's gonna happen? Your viewers are gonna die out as well. So how I look at it is when you're coming into this thing, you gotta like really like find out what you really wanna do. And I think attracting a community that loves you for you is way more important than, you know, a competitive community.
Everyone jump on parking, join so I can wrap up next to you guys.
NBA 2K, I get pretty competitive when it comes down to it, but you know, I started off streaming NBA 2K19 and I've actually put more hours in than any other game, which is crazy, before anyone even knew who I was, and it paid off.
Bro, I can cook Bronny.
Yeah, he can cook Bronny, not gonna lie.
I met Bronny around quarantine NBA 2K20. I remember I was averaging like 1,500 viewers and Bronny was just in my stream and he joined. We just played like NBA 2K together for the first time, and then me and Bronny just played together and we just did a lot of wagers, and wagers is where you play for money, and we happened to win a really big one.
Let's go, Bronny. We can literally win, Bronny. Give me your energy, bro. Give it to me, Bronny. Give it to me.
When I was playing that wager with Bronny versus Ticino, when LeBron James comes on the microphone and you're just like, you've never met anyone, like any celebrities, especially.
That's crazy.
Like, it's LeBron. You're just like,
What's good, bro?
It's LeBron.
He said, is this LeBron?
I was shitting bricks. I mean, my reaction says it all. It's an authentic reaction.
Hold on, bro. What the fuck?
You know, I'm just like in shock. And when that went viral for the first time, SportsCenter, Bleacher Report, House Highlights, everywhere, it was a big stepstone to my career. NBA 2K21, I was unhappy with. They launched the game. The servers were horrible. It was not playable. People were lagging. You had to play on this certain camera that nobody plays on. And I started a hashtag, make 2K fun again. And it went #1 worldwide. They cut me off. They don't like me anymore because of it. They can't take criticism. They're just soft. It's that simple. I'm appreciative of the game itself. You know, without 2K, I wouldn't be where I am today. And I know that. But the way they treat their community is just not right. I want to thank you, 2K, for making such a horrible game, because if it wasn't for that, I would have stayed on 2K. So I had to, you know, get out of that community and expand, and that's why I did the E-Days. And then the GTA, I mean, GTA is GTA, so.
All right, Chad, now we're about to make a hit song in the studio. We're about to make a diss track.
When I left the 2K community, I was averaging maybe 5 to 10K. The E-Days literally doubled my numbers, 10 to 20K easily every night. I could just sit there in the Discord with my friends and just chop it up for hours, and I'm still gonna have people watch me, thousands. That's what's important, you know, developing a community, a very strong community that'll watch you no matter what you do, no matter what's planned, they're just gonna be there.
But do you still play the game?
I still play the game, yeah, I still play 2K, of course.
Hey, no cap, man. This nigga Adin getting on some game, man. Y'all need to be paying attention, no cap.
I wanted to get into many sides of entertainment. You know, I always wanted to expand, get into IRL streaming. IRL streaming is in real life streaming, if you don't know, just chatting streaming. So where you see me do the collabs with the guests and stuff. You know, I just knew I wanted to keep expanding. I knew I wasn't just gonna be an NBA 2K streamer. I moved to making my own GTA server. I moved to doing, you know, hot tub streams with people and just all sorts of, you know, out of box type of things. I would say my first biggest check from streaming was actually a year ago. It was literally probably January of 2021. It was after SSB World launched. I got the server check and I got my Twitch check because I put so many hours and averaging so many viewers. And I remember I went out to visit LA. I fell in love with that lifestyle. I got caught up in it a little bit. You know, went shopping on Rodeo, went shopping for some designer stuff. Saw the nice cars. I was like, okay, bet. And then I got hit up to do a creator house with Banks, Ricegum, Summer Rae, and Mike Malak, and I was like, okay, bet. My first big purchase is gonna be a car. And I bought myself a Lamborghini Urus. The keyest thing on course is just You know, you gotta stay motivated and consistent. You gotta be around people that bring you.
Did y'all hear this nigga say he bought a fucking Lambo off of fucking streaming, bro? Bro, nothing is impossible, bro. Whatever you trying to do, even ain't streaming, bro, like, you can do that shit, bro. If this ain't, like, that's what I be saying. When you got examples in front of you, whether it's people you know or someone like this that we see, or, you know what I'm saying, you can see it. It's being done. You know what I'm saying? Like, if all these people that made it to the NBA, then that means you can make it to the NBA, because it's not all the people that made it to the NBA. Just gotta put that work in and put that work in.
You up. You gotta be around people that are gonna bring you out of bed and just be like, yo, it's time to work, it's time to grind, it's time to lock in.
I think Adin should get a piercing too.
I'll do it. Let's do it for a stream. And a tattoo. I'll tattoo whatever you want me to
Bro, and stop saying let's do it for a stream. Let's do it for life.
Uzi's someone I've literally kicked with hours and hours and hours in the studio and just going around, you know, New York with him. You know, a lot of these rappers and a lot of these people involved in my space, they really just want to work. And then after work, they'll just split ways. And that's cool. You know, that's business. I get it. But some of them you're going to build a relationship and a bond with. And Uzi's one of them for sure. He's someone who genuinely cares about his people, and he keeps his circle close for sure. I met Uzi through Ray. Ray's always been there for me, introduced me to people that, you know, that I've always looked up to, whether that's Cactus Jack, or that's, you know, like Uzi, or just, you know, other streamers, and just, he's always just been, you know, looking out. I met Shaq through Ray. Ray told Shaq about me. Shaq hit me. We talked like for like an hour the first time we FaceTime. I got him into my GTA world, the SSB world. And from then on, and we've just been really good friends.
This is my boy Adin Ross.
I don't really kick it with a lot of these rappers off, you know, camera, so he's one of them for sure.
Damn. This nigga really been on his grind for a minute, bro. You got a commercial. This nigga been on his grind for a fucking minute, bro. You gotta respect it. That's why I'm like, man, I'm gonna work my ass off, bro. I'm gonna, even the days I don't want to be feeling like doing that, I be doing shit, bro. That's how bad a nigga want it, no cap.
You got into some beefs and controversies with rappers like Julio and Polo G.
Yeah.
Got you a lot of attention. Do you think that in a way it helped your career?
Oh, 100%. My first, you know, just altercation with Julio was just me singing a song that was dissing his dead family members and stuff and friends. So for me, I'm not knowing what that meant. And at that time, I got into an altercation, you know, and I apologized.
And that's just on me, bro. And that's just on me. I just gotta understand where to draw a line or whatever. And that's on me.
And with Polo G, you know, I understood him, and it definitely humbled me and matured me, because you can't play a certain way with certain people that don't play that way, and you gotta respect that. You know, you gotta respect boundaries, and that's just how it is. But it definitely helped me for sure. It went viral everywhere. I mean, clips were made, followers were gained, money was made. Definitely helped. I got no problems with anybody right now. Nah, I have no issues with Julio. Julio and I actually, you know, we're good friends. Polo and I are cool. You know, we're fine. We're past it. I was involved, you know, in a crypto scam. That's something, you know, you come into the game, you know, you're 20 years old, you have no guidance, you have no management, you have nobody telling you, you know, this is good or bad. And I see a big check, I'm like, yo, I gotta take this. It's too much money. It's the most money I've ever received from anything. And without knowing, because I wasn't knowledgeable at that time, what I was doing, I did it. You know, you see people, I don't want to throw names, but you see big time A-list people and other influencers in your space do it. You're like, okay, if they're doing it, it can't be so bad. I did it. Do I regret it? No, because, you know, I know that I'm never gonna make that mistake again to ever try to put people onto something that's gonna flop. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there's still people that probably want to rip my head off, but I can say, you know, one thing: if anybody that I know that watches my stream has ever bought that token, I've always been like, show me proof, show me the receipts, and I'll reimburse you myself. Nobody from my community personally that I found so far has purchased it. If I do, and you're seeing this, you know, hit me up. I got you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna grow from it. I'm gonna, you know, keep trying to get better. I'm gonna keep maturing. People see a lot of clips. You know, they judge people off clips. But one thing I can tell you is, you know, I'm trying my best, and yeah, I'm just living my life and doing the best I can. I wouldn't change anything at all. I wouldn't go back in time and, you know, change anything, because it would have probably altered, you know, my reality. It's the butterfly effect. There's a lot of people that like look up to me, and I help a lot of people, you know, get away from their life problems, and I'm a fix for them. So for me now, it's kind of a reliability, but I love it because I love connecting with my people. For example, I moved out of LA, and I really am focusing on different type of content, which is just more personal for myself and my audience, because they can connect and relate to me more. I'm doing longer streams, putting in more hours, more days a week, being more consistent, and it's giving me opportunity to connect with them more, re-chat more, you know, like literally just be myself more. What's next is a great question, because if you asked me that a year ago, I would not be able to tell you that I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's next, but one thing I can tell you is I'm not done. I gotta dive deep in this music industry. I would say YouTube is probably my next step, getting into YouTube. If I were to look back in high school and be like, yo, Adin, you're gonna be making tons of money, having tons of fun, and having a community, a big community.
We're at 39,887.
I'd be like, nah, it's not. No, there's no way. I feel like I got it really quick. And you know, with the power of TikTok, anyone can get it right now really quick.
What is the thing that you are the most proud of thus far?
I think I'm most proud of being, you know, successful at 21. But I feel like I have so much more to do and so much more to prove, and I have so much more to accomplish that I'm not even like proud of myself as of right now. But I'm grateful and appreciative. Don't get me wrong. Every day I'm like, wow, my life is amazing. My life is great. I'm not really proud of myself fully yet, if that makes sense, because I want to stay focused. Everything for me is just business. Time is money. So, you know, I'm working right now. I'm 21. I'm young. I gotta grind right now. You know, I gotta make sure I'm working. I think remaining true to yourself is the biggest key. I'm not really too worried about the clout now. Like, I'm more just like really happy with what I have and very appreciative of what I have. And you know, that's my core. That's all I really care about at this point. Listen, man, in life, you're dealt cards, okay? Excuses are literally the most stupid thing. Stop using excuses. Boss up, get up, and grind.
Facts,
you can make
facts.
a TikTok right now. Just create content. You know what I mean? Like, just grind. That's all I gotta say. Just do it.
Hey man, very well put, man. I respect everything he said, bro. It's just kind of funny to see him be serious, because he always does some weird, wild, goofy shit, but he ain't capping that one bit, man. You gotta just do the work, man. Like I said, I'm about to get it done and continue to do it. And I think you should too. Very inspiring. Shout out Adin Ross. Let me know what you think about it. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. Roll to indicate when niggas stay bang.